All right, here we go. Today we have the first ever interview with Abdul Robinson Sr., aka Ksoo's dad. Abdul was charged with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder in the shooting death involving his son Ksoo. Abdul made headlines when he took the stand against his son Ksoo, which ultimately led to Ksoo getting found guilty and sentenced to life without parole. Abdul is breaking silence today and addressing everything. Abdul, welcome to Vlad TV.
Glad to be here. Been wanting to be heard for a long time, you know?
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. You grew up in Jacksonville, Florida.
Correct.
What year did you start hustling and getting in trouble?
I say about 85, 1985.
Okay, you're about 14 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you start doing in the beginning?
Well, first I started out as a jack boy. That was my hustle at one time, until I came across the right lick, then I turned to the drug game. Then, it just blew from there. I kept doing it. I lost a friend in a robbery. And after I lost that friend in the robbery, I didn't want to do that no more.
Okay, because before you went to prison for 11 years, you got arrested 4 times for murder?
Yes.
Okay, and you beat all 4 of those cases.
Yeah.
Did any of them go to trial?
No.
Okay, how'd you end up beating all 4?
It was dropped. Insignificant evidence.
Okay, so you beat all the murder charges, but then in 1999, you get arrested for conspiracy to distribute cocaine.
Right.
Did you end up going to trial over that or you pled out?
I pled out.
Okay, this was a Fed case.
Yes.
What exactly did they catch you with?
It was a conspiracy. It was a dry conspiracy. I wasn't caught with nothing. People told that I sold drugs and things like that, and that's how they got the conspiracy built up against me and my co-defendant.
How much cocaine did they say that you have in terms of the witnesses?
I can't say it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know it was up in the tons.
Right, because you pled out to 11 years, which means that it was a lot of quantity.
Well, I played out to 22 years and 10 months, 262 months.
Okay, so you pled out to 22 years, you ended up doing half of that?
Half of it.
Okay, how'd you get out early?
Well, Obama came with I think it's called the First Step Act. It was a crack law. I was charged with crack. Once the crack law changed, that changed everyone's sentence significantly. It depends in the feds. See, in the feds, it's categories that you're sentenced to, and that was my first conviction ever. So I was in a good category at the time. I think I was in category 1 or 2. Now, once you get to category 4 and 5, that's where the big time come in at. And so that's how my time got reduced.
Okay, now leading up to you going to the feds for 11 years, had you ever been shot?
Had I ever been shot?
Yeah.
One time.
Okay, what was that situation about?
It was someone did a drive-by in the projects. I never knew what it was about.
Okay, where'd you get shot?
In the hip.
Okay, so you'd been around shootings before.
Right.
So you go to prison and you're in the feds for 11 years.
Yes.
And during that time, you actually mature as a man because you go in at 28, you get out at 40.
Right.
So your whole 30s are spent locked up.
Locked up.
What changed during those 11 years?
Well, see, in the feds, you around a lot of different caliber dudes. You can in the feds, you got an opportunity to learn a lot of things too. It depends on how you want to do your time. And around certain dudes, you're gonna mature because you're gonna think you was out there doing your thing, but you're gonna be around some guys and dudes that was really doing their thing. And it makes you think like, dang, I was really in the way. I wasn't really doing nothing. You be in the feds with dudes who forfeit $1 million easily. Dudes have so much in there And once you see you look back at your situation, reflect on your situation, you like, I was really in the way. Then, you know, once you kind of mature, you can mature from prison or you can come out a better criminal.
Okay, and you matured.
Yeah, a lot.